hand off to Herschel. There's a hole. 5, 10, 12. He's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker.
Hello YouTube, and I'm back with another video, and this time, former NFL player Herschel Walker, time Republican nominee for Senate in Georgia, has been hot fire this week as his son and exes blast him for his past actions. Herschel is said to have 4 different children with 4 different women. Lady Beast broke the story of texts allegedly shared between Herschel's ex-wife, Julie Walker, and his ex-girlfriend, in which he shares a child with. The text read, allegedly, did you know Herschel paid for my abortion the first time, or that he told me it wasn't the right time to have blank, which I'm assuming is a child's name. This is the wife allegedly writing back in blue saying, blank, this makes me incredibly sad. You know, I have continually tried to bridge a better relationship between you and Herschel, putting blank first. I witness every day. Herschel prayed for you and blank, and everyone in our family. I have seen him call and text regularly to have a relationship with blank, and he gets no, and it goes on to say something else that you can't see here. It also showed receipts of him sending her a get well card and a $70 check with his signature. This is what he had to say about these claims.
So they're claiming that on September 12th of 2009 that the woman has a receipt for an abortion. They're claiming that 5 days later on September 17th you sent a $700 check and that you sent it in a get well card. The get well card, it looks like it's included with your signature in the article. Have you seen it, and is that your signature?
I haven't seen it, but you know, I can tell you, I send out so many get well, send out so much of anything, but I can tell you right now, I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid for an abortion, and it's a lie.
This comes as a shock only to his supporters, because during his campaign, he has always denounced abortion and said he believes no woman should get an abortion. He doesn't care if she was raped, incest, or whatever the case may be. When asked about the woman, he said he did not remember, as he has a disorder where it has caused him to lose his memory. This didn't stop his social media influencer son, Christain Walker, from airing out his father's dirty laundry on Twitter in a series of tweets. He wrote, in the video, he is seen telling his father to stop lying on his mother, when his father fathered so many children and is not being honest about his past actions. And take a look at the video.
I stayed silent as the atrocities committed against my mom were downplayed. I stayed silent when it came out that my father, Herschel Walker, had all these random kids across the country, none of whom he raised. And you know my favorite issue to talk about is father absence. Surprise, because it affected me. That's why I talk about it all the time, because it affected me. Family values, people. He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care about family values? I was silent, lie after lie after lie. The abortion card drops yesterday. It's literally his handwriting in the card. They say they have receipts, whatever. He gets on Twitter. He lies about it. Okay, I'm done. Done. Everything has been a lie. And so for the right to say I'm being suspicious for saying, hey, I'm done with the lies, when you all have been calling me saying, is this true about your dad? Gosh, we're not going to win Georgia, this candidate, all that's been you. You have no idea what I've been through in my life. You have no idea what me and my mom have survived. We could have ended this on day 1. We haven't. I haven't told any stories. I'm just saying, don't lie. Don't lie on my mom. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on the lives you've destroyed and act like you're some moral family man. Y'all should care about that, conservatives. And then for people on the left to act as though I'm responsible for all of the things that he has done. I've talked about father absence. I've talked all these issues because they've been close to me. Because they matter to me, because I went through it. That's why I've talked about it. So when you say, well, talk about your dad, but I am. I'm saying this behavior is atrocious. Don't come for me. You don't have to like my politics. You don't have to like me. You don't have to. I'm just saying I'm done with the lies. We were told at the beginning of this he was going to get ahead of his past, hold himself accountable, all of these different things, and that would have been fine. Go ahead. He didn't do any of that. Everything's been a lie. Everything's been downplayed. Everything's been cutting corners. The whose expense is that at? Me, my mom, as we're chased down by the media, we're terrorized, all these different things. People are questioning my authenticity. I'm done. Don't lie. Don't put this on me. This is a candidate issue, not a me issue. I wouldn't have spoken out if there weren't all these lies every day. And just two more things I have to address, and then I'm done with this buffoonery nutjob land. This is atrocious. People on the right are pulling up that I did a campaign event with my dad last year. They're saying, well, you supported them all last year and all this year. You look suspicious. No. You all have been calling me saying, why aren't you on the campaign trail with your dad? Why aren't you helping him out? This looks weird. You should go help him. And I've said to you calmly, I'm not getting involved. You don't know my family life. I did one event last year when we were told he was going to get ahead of his past and hold himself accountable. None of that happened. Everything's been a lie. So for me to tell you I'm not getting involved, and then you also be flooding my DMs and calling me saying, I didn't know all this about your dad, we're going to lose the Senate race. And then when I simply say, I'm done with the lies, you go, well, Christian looks suspicious. Excuse me? I haven't told one story about what I experienced with him. I'm just simply saying, don't lie. And then for certain political pundits to be pulling up old pictures I posted of my dad, thinking they can police and determine what my relationship with my dad was. If you want to pull stuff up, I'll pull stuff up. Don't try me. Don't test my authenticity. All of this has been a lie and you've known it. You've known. So don't you dare. And then to the left who says, well, he did all this to your mom and you were still with them and, that's weird. You know nothing about my life. My parents went through a dirty divorce. I went through a lot as a child and you don't know anything. You don't know the ebbs and flows of our relationship. Nobody knows anything. So for everyone making these wild theories and whatever, that's crazy. This is about a bunch of lies. Again, if I had an issue with whatever, I could have ended this day. That's not my intention. My intention is don't lie about your life at the expense of me, my mom, and all of the people that you've affected throughout your life. You don't get to pretend you're some moral family guy. You don't get to pretend all these things. Talk policy, talk normal. Do not lie.
In my opinion of all this, of course I'm not surprised that Walker allegedly wasn't there for any of his children and made his ex-girlfriend get abortions. It's not uncommon for politicians to flip-flop parties when they feel like it's going to benefit them. So in this case, Walker felt like this would benefit him. I'm just not sure why he chose to run for senator if he knew that all this information was going to come up. I think he should have thought twice about that because now he has to backpedal and he has to get his team to keep coming out with stories and saying how none of this happened. I do believe what the ex-girlfriend is alleging. He has, his son saying this. He has the wife saying it. He has the ex-girlfriend saying it. So I believe when it's more than one person saying the same thing, then there's a possibility that this is true. I also don't believe that he doesn't have any recollection of the allegations. But then again, there's no proof of that. As far as his son, Christian Walker, I'm kind of on the fence with him because he seems a little over the top and he seems to really like camera time and attention. If you remember, I believe a couple of months ago, he did a video at Starbucks screaming in a drive-thru at singer Kalani, and it seemed like the situation was unwarranted, like nothing caused that to happen. So like I said, I just feel like he really enjoys controversy, and I think this time is no different. I also found a video from 2015 where Christian said that his father was very supportive of him in his cheerleading. So I'm not sure what went wrong in that relationship. But that's what I think. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.